they come out clean.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of Birds in the Buckets. I'm your host, Rashad Milligan, here with my co-host, Malik Brown. Malik, how are you doing tonight?
Doing swell, my brother. Doing swell. How you doing?
You know, suave. Sam was trying to go the same way of what you were saying. I'm watching the Golden State game right now. Did Clay play tonight? Did Clay play at all tonight? Or is he skipping preseason? Or is he, expected to come back in December? What's his timeline?
I don't see him in the lineup.
I think he's probably supposed to come back December. I don't know. I don't want to throw that on Clay, but I just thought about that while watching him and knowing that Clay was going to come back this year. But man, speaking of, I'm just happy basketball is back. And today, tonight, we got a special guest. Malik, if you'd like to do the honors.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Tonight, we got a legend in the building, y'all. We already had two legends already in here, but we got another one. We get them like that. It's easy. We got our boy Kadarius in the building. KD, what's going on?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What's good? What's good, man? I'm just happy to be here, talk about the Hawks and what's upcoming for this upcoming season, man. Let's go.
For sure. We got in probably everybody else in the group chat in here. We haven't had Nate on. We haven't had the Falcons football people on. We probably should get them on just for fun, just for the heck of it at some point. But yeah, man, we're happy to get KD finally on, man, and talk about this stuff. So I guess we're gonna start off with the game tonight. We got to start off with the news, and so here we go. I'm about to share this thing. And, yeah, let's look at this, John. So the Hawks lost by 86 points tonight to the Miami Heat. But there's good news. Sharif Cooper threw an alley-oop off the glass to Jalen Johnson when they were down by 20 points with about 6 minutes left. That's pretty positive. So, that's pretty much the highlight of the night.
I did see
G League squad.
Yeah, G League. Well, one thing, Cam, he did the Penny Hardaway move again. So, and he made the shot.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah. Only 6 points, but 2 of them were swaggy points. So it should have been 8 points for that one move.
Generational.
Hey man, Lamborghini Reddish, man. Let him out the garage. Lamborghini Reddish. Let him out the garage. This is the year.
Lamborghini talk soon, vroom vroom. Oh man, Lamborghini.
Shout out to Yoda,
the co-CEO. Shout out to Josh. But man,
true.
Bogdan as well. 10 points. He came out on fire, and then he missed a couple of shots that I thought were going in. Gorgie Jane, 0 points but 5 rebounds. He understood the assignment in 14 minutes. John Collins, a couple of huge dunks, one out of bounds that he just stretched out and on his head. I'm like, hey, I was kind of worried. Bless you, Malik. I was kind of worried about John Collins because, his postseason, performance and stuff like that. Then he got his money. It's like, is John Collins going to get comfortable and switch up now? What's going on? John Collins still looked like the same John Collins, 14-9.
Hey, did y'all see the shirt he had on?
Yeah, he put on the shirt.
He put on the shirt? Oh, man.
No, so you kind of just worried, all right, did the clout, the money get to him? It didn't let him change. He's still the same John Collins, so. Solomon Hill, he's still doing his thing. Solomon Hill things, 3 points, 3 rebounds, and 14.
Hey, classic solo.
Big enforcer.
That is solo stat line right there. You know what I'm saying? And Big Okafor, 13 minutes. He had 2 across the board in honor of Gigi. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Jalil for that beautiful honor of Gigi Bryant. Trae, 14 points in 18 minutes. What more can you ask from him? Probably more than 3 assists, but he'll get that right when the season starts. And, yeah, that's it for the Hawks side. On the Heat side, those dudes were pretty much cooking. Kyle Lowry, 15 minutes, 5 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. Tyler Hero, 26 points. He looked like the bubble. 26 points, 4 and 4. The one who got the song after him. Duncan Robinson, 13 points after getting 90 million. So that's like how many points for how many million? Bam Adebayo, 14 and 5. The thing about the Heat, I didn't realize. I forgot they had Oladipo. So it's
I
like,
did too.
Yeah.
so
They
they
got
literally
deep.
have Oladipo, Jimmy Butler, PJ Tucker, Kyle Lowry, Morris. Hey,
That's why I was about to ask y'all. I was thinking about this earlier. Who has the deepest squad, the Hawks or the Heat?
that's actually tough.
That's a tough question, but I think I'm gonna be biased on that one. I'm gonna say the Hawks, man. I really like that Delon Wright pickup. I really like that one. Then we got Jalen Johnson in the draft. I think he is. It's gonna be hard to find minutes, I think, to begin with, but eventually, I think he could definitely be a key piece. And then you go along with all the other pieces we have. Hopefully we get a fully healthy season from DeAndre Hunter and my boy Cameron Reddish. Hopefully we can get some healthy seasons from them. And you got Bogey, Kevin Herter, and the list just goes on. So I'll be biased and say the Hawks on this one.
It's a tough one because, I mean, the thing is with the Hawks, it's like I know them jokers. Like I know Kevin Herter way more than I know Caleb Martin. The only thing I know Caleb Martin for is like he has a twin brother. They used to play with each other on Charlotte for a long time. Like that's all I know about Caleb Martin. Like I know absolutely nothing about Caleb Martin as opposed to Kevin Herter. I know like everything about Kevin Herter. So that's part of it. But I mean, them dudes, Schross, that kid, Acapella last year.
Yeah.
Apala. Both of them jokers last year, they really stood out off the bench for them. And then Dedman is always good, as we know. And then they got this dude, Omar, right here. His name is cut off, but Omar Jurchik, whatever his name is. Yeah, he's pretty good too. He's a good big. And then you know what? Like I said, PJ, Kyle, Duncan, Tyler, Bam, Jimmy, Victor Oladipo. Like, it's tough. And Morris. All them dudes. I'm looking at all these dudes except for Gabe Vincent as like, dang. And I think Gabe Vincent is the rookie, if I'm not mistaken. He's not a rookie. He's not a rookie. I thought it was a rookie from Kansas. They had a rookie from Kansas who played tonight. I forgot his name. But yeah, man, like most of these dudes, all these dudes can play and hold their own. All of these dudes and most of these dudes can play and hold their own, Jahlil Okafor. Katie, do you think, jumping ahead, do you think Okafor is going to make the last roster spot?
Oh, the last roster spot. I would say he is. I think he is. It's going to be tough, but I know that Okongwu is still hurt. So we do need big men. So I'll say he does get that last roster spot.
So he gets it over TLC.
Over TLC? I think so, yeah. I would say so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. He didn't look that bad tonight, in my opinion. But, like, I was kind of, like, halfway watching the entire night because we were busy doing other stuff throughout the night. But, yeah, Delon Wright, like you mentioned this earlier, KD, 6 points, 5 assists, 3 rebounds. Pretty good stat line, kind of what you expect from Delon Wright coming off the bench. It looked like a couple of places, like they still didn't know plays, and this is the first preseason game, but, Lou, off an inbound play, he, like, ran into Gallo. He ran into Gallo and then pushed Gallo to the ball, and I was like, okay. And then another time, Delon Wright brought up the ball, and he was like, I guess he was looking for a dribble handoff to Lou Williams, and they kind of just, like, ran into each other, and then just, like, no handoff happened. So it's like, just awkward moments like that you see in preseason basketball.
Lou and Gallo can't be doing that though. They already got
Yeah,
a season
that's what
under
I'm
their
saying.
belt.
They've
playing
been
with
on the
each other.
team. They know on the team. But
And they played together on the
Yeah.
Clippers. So
Right on the
Oh,
Clippers too.
yeah, they were together.
I
on the
forgot
Clippers,
about
man.
that, Joe. Hey.
Hey,
Oh,
yeah, they
hold
can't
on.
be doing that,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Come on.
They getting too comfortable. That Eastern Conference Finals. Now we the underdogs. We the underdogs.
Oh,
We're underdogs.
you can't go ECF and be underdog. Hey.
Never
Tell
forget.
Trae
Never
that.
forget. Never forget, Malik. Never forget, man.
Remember when they doubted you?
Remember when they doubted you, man?
But hold on. All right. So we talked about them two. Oh, another thing I was watching out for tonight was the play calling offensively, because especially with Dedmon on the floor, like he gave you those like kind of reminders of, for the past 3 seasons, we've seen Trae bring up the ball and get a stagger screens and then do whatever, the offense goes from there. So I was looking at like the plays, and I didn't see that. Like it was a different mixture. It was off ball screens. It looked like different actions and different sets. I was like, wow. So this is like what Nate must, because he couldn't do much different last year once LP was fired in the middle of the season, because it's like, bro is not about to insert an entirely new offensive system in the middle of the season. So I was just very interested to see what he was going to do on offense, because like I said, for the past 3 years, it's been Trae comes up, screen with the big, and then another screen with the big, and one and pops and run rolls. And then Trae just kind of dictates the offense from there. It's kind of just street ball after that.
Yep.
So, it's just interesting seeing different type of plays tonight, even if the players didn't know what they were doing with them at all times.
Well, I think that's what really got Bogey going after McMillan took over, because I mean, before Lloyd was really just like, it was really just free, but they were really just free balling out there with Lloyd out there. But you get Nate and you get a system, now you got Bogey running off screens and whatnot. Like that's what I feel like, that's why he was so successful during the second half of the season. Like Bogey was dang near not missing. And I mean, I think he was shooting like over 40% or something on threes or something like that at some point during the regular season. So,
well, you talk about not missing. That's one thing that I'm like kind of concerned about with the Hawks this season. When you miss a guy like Tony Snell, like you talk about someone who wasn't missing. Like the Hawks don't. I mean, no one in the NBA really had that, of like a player who only takes 3-4 shots a game, and he's guaranteed to make 3 of them of the 4.
Yeah.
That might be something you're going to miss this season, because, Gallo and Bogey, they can get to a point where they're not missing. Lou will too, but they also are streaky, and they also can have drops for a very long time. But someone like a Tony Snell, he's only going to get a couple attempts up a game, but he's making 90% of his shots. I think the Hawks are going to miss that this season, but go ahead, KD.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Tony Snell, he was big last season. I remember at one point I felt like he was just making every shot he took. But, I mean, to Malik's point, after Nate took over for LP, I think you guys remember me. I was calling for us to run more offense because, like you said, LP is just basically – his offense was pretty much street ball. You just come up, Trae has the ball, Trae – you make something happen. I don't care what you do. And it was just, just free flowing. Nate, of course, he brought more structure to the offense. So people like Bogey, people like DeAndre, people like Cam, they were getting better looks. And I mean, you saw what it did. It helped us get all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals. And before that, string a lot of wins together to make the playoffs.
Malik, you got anything next? That's all I have for the game.
Nah, that's really it for the game. I mean,
I guess the rookies. If you want to talk about the rookies at all, rookies didn't get into Katie was talking earlier about Jalen Johnson and getting into the rotation. The rookies didn't get into like 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and I know it says Jalen Johnson played 12 minutes, so I wonder where the other 2 minutes came from. But they came in with 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and Jalen checked in first, and then Reef he checked in, not so long after that, and then Reef threw up an air ball. Jalen he did something where Reef gave him the ball, and he did the dribble 1-on-1. The stuff he was doing in summer league, right? The 1-on-1 ball that, and but he was like making the shots. He did it dribble between the leg, pull up, and he missed. I think he airballed, and then Reef. One of his first shots was a step back, his little step back that he do, the little rhythm three he does, and he airballed that. So it was like, and then he threw a couple of turnovers on passes and stuff like that. Turning over the ball is something he also struggled with a bit in summer league. But at the end of the day, they got on that fast break, and he threw that ball off the glass, and Jalen Johnson jammed it. So it's like that was promising, what I'm saying, from first preseason action. But it's looking like neither one of them jokers really going to play this season, especially when Onyeka comes back. When Onyeka comes back, that's all of Jalen Johnson's minutes. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it'll be just very interesting how the rotation develops this year. And Coop, I guess he plays the role of BG, if that makes sense. Or that reminds me, Malik, I have a rant to go on later.
Yeah, I was waiting for that, bro. I was definitely waiting for that.
All right, so I guess we'll get to it.
Yes. Let me get my water real quick.
I'll let Malik get his water.
Oh man.
All right. I just spoke it up. I was like, dang, I forgot I had to address that. All right, man. So let's get into it, bro. So, all right. For those of you who don't know, Brandon Goodwin, former point guard of the Atlanta Hawks, he streams. He's always streamed. Video games is a passion of his since forever. So he tweets every time he goes live, yo, I'm live on Twitch, join me. Or he'll tweet, stream tonight, ? And everybody be like, yeah. So anyways, bro goes on stream. And, a day later, I'm just on YouTube, and I see Brandon Goodwin says the Hawks told him to be quiet. Don't say anything. I was like, oh, snap. Junk had about 500 views in about a couple hours. So it wasn't like in anything, underground. Malik sent it to me. That's what happened. Malik sent it to me.
Oh, okay.
So I clicked on it, and, he's talking about feeling different. And he's like, oh, yeah, I didn't have, my air capacity. I didn't have air capacity. My back was hurting. I would get in the game, and my stamina was low, and blah, blah, blah. And then, I went to the doctor and found out I had the blood clots. And all that happened after I took the shot. So, I'm like, yo, in this past week, if you've been living under a rock, let me remind you, the biggest story in all of sports has been NBA players talking about this shot. So here's this NBA player claiming that a shot, and then just in case he left nothing to the imagination, he read the chat and he said, the vaccination ended my season. 100% facts. That's what this man said. He said it on the stream. He left nothing up to the imagination. So he says it on stream. He tweets out, yo, put it on the stream. He also tweet and deleted something about my MPJ, right? MPJ, he said, yo, bro, he ain't lying, bro. I felt funny after I took my shot. Don't trust it. That's what he said. He tweeted it and he deleted it. And you know how I know he tweeted and deleted it? Because someone screenshotted it and was like, yo, Brandon Goodwin deleted this, LOL. And he quoted it and said, and so he brought attention to the tweet and delete. And the man was like, yo, I just tweeted this like 2 days ago. 2 minutes ago, excuse me. Do you search your name on Twitter all day? He was like, all day, every day. So anyways, he brought a whole spectacle to that earlier in the week. So I let that go. I let that slide. I ain't touch it or nothing. Then he tweets out, join me on Twitch for the stream. I didn't watch the stream, but someone else grabbed the stream, posted it on YouTube, right? And it had over 500 views at the point. By the time I started typing on it, it was about 1,000 views in less than 12 hours, 24 hours. So it was about 3 things that happened. You tweeted and deleted it. You tweeted out, come to my Twitch stream. You did the Twitch stream. You set this thing on live on Twitch. You didn't say, hey, don't tell nobody, don't blah, blah, blah. Y'all don't do this. Keep this within the community. Someone grabbed it, posted it on YouTube. We got 1,000 views in 24 hours. And then that's when I grabbed it. So I grabbed it, and I pretty much just said what the YouTube video said of what you decided to put on the internet. As soon as I put it out, no more reporters on stream, LOL. Joker, if you don't want no information to be public information, how about not making your information public? How simple does that sound?
Amen.
There's this, we live in an era of oversharing, and it's just a natural thing. I said this on the other video talking about Courtney Williams, because what the heck is the drink? Why is you sharing videos of you fighting and bragging about it on YouTube? And you in the WNBA. And you a free agent. You think that's going to help you get a deal?
And you're on the Atlanta Dream.
And you're on the Atlanta Dream. And you got somebody else suspended for fighting. They fought you and got suspended.
Yeah, you're in 4K. In 4K fighting. Man, come on.
You dry snitch. You posted it yourself. It didn't leak. The video didn't leak. You posted it and said, hey, y'all, look at this video of me fighting. Here you go. Yeah, we whooped them up, didn't we? All right, y'all. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. See y'all tomorrow. You can't do it and then get mad when someone posts it on Twitter and says, what are you doing? When something doesn't work out in your favor. And then I seen all the comments, right, under BG's post, going back to BG, saying, oh, vultures. Yeah, they all feds, state of feds. It's like when the kids post the pictures of the AK-40 and the guns on their Instagram, and then they get arrested for illegal possession, and people are like, the feds watching, the feds was on me. Bro, you dry snitch. I don't know if you guys know what the definition of dry snitch is. If you don't, I suggest you to Google it. Stop telling on yourselves. Folks tell on themselves and then get mad when someone points out, hey, you told on yourself. That wasn't the smartest thing to do or say online in a public forum, especially when you said it multiple times and you kept tweeting and kept deleting, and I let it slide once and I let it slide twice, and then I say something about it the third time you do something about it publicly, and then you want to get mad at me. I'm the bad guy now. Okay. That's all I have to say, Mr. Brandon Goodwin. You learned your lesson. Best of luck to you in your career. I'm not rooting against any black man at all, especially one from Atlanta. You from the North. You know what I'm saying? I support you wholeheartedly. I just think if you say something publicly, you should stand on it. There's nothing private. Anything on the internet, private, unlisted, someone has access to it with the dark web or the so-and-so. So be cognizant of everything you post. This is something what we learn in like high school now. Kids learn about it. They tell them when you apply to colleges, make sure you clean up your Facebook. That's what they told us in high school. And then in college, they said, make sure you clean up your social media when we were about to graduate college. This is something that you've heard for years, man. What are we doing right
Hey,
now?
what he tweet earlier today about social media?
Man, so
BG?
as you guys know,
Oh yeah. Hey man, he been going on a little tangent these past couple of days.
You can't tweet and delete. I mean, people know once you delete a tweet, that sits on the timeline. Like hey,
yeah,
this person
screenshots and
tweet.
everything.
Somebody has a screenshot of it, no matter what.
For sure.
It is what it is,
sense.
man. You can't say, but he said, Facebook and Instagram were down earlier today. And he said, if they shut down all of social media for a month, some of us ain't going to make it. And then laughing emoji. So that was his tweet today. So it's just like, bro, like when you have 8,000 followers, when you have 8 followers, when you have 80 followers, when you have 800 followers, you got to be cognizant, bro. Like people are watching always. If you have 80 followers, if you have 8 followers, that's 80 able-bodied people that are, checking in on your stuff and watching your stuff, reading your stuff. So that is what it is, man. That's it.
Social media, man.
Social media, the social
Social media. That's crazy.
Social dilemma. But yeah, that's all I had. Since I already went off on Courtney Williams and I said a lot of the stuff for BG and the Courtney Williams thing, I got a lot of it off my chest already. But I just wanted to address that because it's like I saw I seen Michael, our boy Michael, Malik. I seen Michael. He liked the tweet. I'm like, dang, my boy Michael turning against me. Okay,
Michael who?
Mike Green.
Oh,
Yeah,
ooh.
dude with the Young Thug profile
Wow.
picture. I'm like, dang, bro, you gonna, bruh. Dang, Michael,
bruh.
okay.
Cross me once. Never again. Never again.
But hey, man, hey, what? Y'all want to talk about the dream while we're at it or something? We've been talking about the dream all off season, and now Hawks basketball is back, so we don't have to talk about the dream anymore. But I don't know, man. It's just so much drama, and then even aside from the fight video, it's a whole nother thing that happened this weekend.
Man, so I think I want to talk about. Do y'all think that Trae Young could possibly be in MVP conversations this year? I've seen a couple of people talk about like he could be a dark horse or something like that. Like he was in like a list of maybe like 7 players. Where do y'all stand on that?
Well, Trae has been doubted his whole life, man. He's an underdog. No. No, man. Listen. I think if Trae can lead the Hawks to winning, I don't have them personally winning 60 games. I think they'll be in that 55, 53 range. If Trae could somehow lead the Hawks to maybe a 60-win season, put up maybe like 20, I say 27, like 27 and 10, 60 wins, he already has his momentum from last year's playoffs. So everybody's watching, but he's still an underdog, but everybody's watching. So I think he could definitely finish like at least top 3 in the MVP conversation this year.
Yeah, I agree with KD. If the wins are there, the numbers that Trae puts up, it's kind of hard to deny. You know what I'm saying? And you say defense, okay. Jokic, his main, concern or criticism was defense before last season. So although he improved on that side of the ball last season, it's still a thing that's there with Jokic. So yeah, as long as you have you're near the top of the records, because Philly was the top of the records. They had the number 1 seed in the East. So that's why those guys were like the top 2 candidates in the discussion. As long as you put up the numbers, he's always put up MVP numbers. Only difference is he hasn't been on winning teams. He averaged 30 and 10 second year. You guys already know the stats and the story. No one expected him to be here after averaging 18 and 8 his rookie year, and leading the country in points and assists in college. Being the first player to ever do that. No one was like, this guy might be kind of good in the NBA. So, really, I just think that, he's gonna prove all the doubters wrong and really make a dark horse run for MVP.
If his dad ever finds this podcast, he gonna tear us down.
Hey Rayford. Hey man, it's just hey man, we're just talking about the team. No hard feelings. I know Trae's been doubted his whole life. I know he's short. People didn't really care for him. They said he had an attitude, all that. Look, listen, Rayford. Hey, we're just being honest on here. Just being honest.
Man, Rayford know I have nothing but love for his son, man. He knows it's all love for his son. We talked before, everything like that. Shout out to Rayford, by the way, for helping me on that story a few months ago and stuff like that. Real nice guy, man of his word. And he knows what it is. My track record of supporting Trae Young is on the internet for years. So I'm stamped. I'm solidified. I'm good. He knows it's just jokes.
Hey man, I support Trae, man.
See, there it is. There it is. There it is.
Listen, man, he back in the All-Star game this year. We back
How
this
you
year.
have
Man.
how you have the jersey within reach? Did you know this was coming up?
Hey man, nah. Look, I was just prepared, man. I was just prepared, just in case.
Stay prepared so you never have to get ready.
Hey, stay ready. Stay ready. You don't have to get ready.
Big facts. It reminds me of the KD commercial, his rookie year, with the taking off the jerseys or whatever, walking through the hallway. And then the Hawks did it with Al Horford, but Al Horford, he had like the actual jerseys on. It wasn't edited. So like you could see like the Hawks jersey under all the shirts.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, that was a good time. But yeah, man, I mean, like I said, Trae's always been putting up MVP numbers. So it's literally the only difference is he's on a winning team now. So I guess he'll be in the talks, in the discussion. But yeah, I definitely see him being in the MVP talks if the Hawks are winning.
Katie, where do you realistically see the Hawks finishing in the East as far as standings?
As far as standings, I'll say top. I'll say top 4. Realistically, top 4. I could see them finishing as high as 3 though. I think as high as 3, that would be fair, honestly.
So you got, of course, I guess Milwaukee and Brooklyn.
Milwaukee. Yeah, Milwaukee. Of course, yeah, Milwaukee, Brooklyn. Yep. And we'll see how the Heat are. I think like you guys or like we said already, they have a pretty deep team. So I think they'll be there in the end. But I can definitely see the Hawks finishing top 3. The only thing to watch out for is that we're not like the little Hawks no more. We're not gonna sneak up on anybody. People are actually gunning for us this year, so we'll see how that goes. But I think top 3 is like the highest I think we will finish.
I've seen some fan on Twitter say that they're going to finish first because the Bucks and the Nets don't care about getting the getting the 1 seed. So, hey man, if they don't care that much, just let the Hawks get the first number 1 seed.
Hey man,
the most annoying group on Twitter, the most sensitive.
I tell you, bro.
The most just like, and then it's crazy. It's crazy because someone will say something like that, right? And then the Hawks fans just gas it up. They gas up everything that's under that, unless your name's Ben Steiner. If your name's Ben Steiner, that's the only time they're like, okay, bro, chill out. Everybody else, they run with it and they gas it up. They like it, they retweet it. And then it's like sometimes I'll see it structured like this. Who do you think's gonna be first in the East? I think the Hawks are gonna be first in the East. And everybody's like, you're darn tootin'. And it's like, it's the most annoying thing. Because if you say something like, no, I don't think the Hawks are quite there yet. Oh, we don't need your hating energy anyway. Out of it, John Collins, all y'all doubted John Collins. And it's like, bro, like, don't do this. It wasn't anything like that. Some people were saying they didn't think John Collins was worth X amount of money compared to X amount of money getting paid. That Wiggins really out there on the court. I wonder, so he get Johnson and because they say he was vaccinated, right? But like he just got the first. Oh, they're in Portland, so it's a road game. Okay. But yeah. So
I was confused about that too, though. I was confused about that as well.
Because he just got his first shot like the other day. So I'm like, how is he playing? And I'm like, okay, he's in Oregon. So, but yeah, man, like I was saying, it's like the things that they fight over, and it's just if you don't say anything, if everything isn't positive out your mouth, you're just the worst person ever. Like I don't like it a lot of times.
I also screenshotted somebody saying last week. He says, if Cam Reddish has a good season, I really don't see how we don't make it back to the Eastern Conference Finals. A good Cam, Kev, Bogey, Delon, and Yeka off the bench is a huge competitive advantage. We're so loaded. I said, bruh, what is wrong, man? Like, they just think it's that easy to get back in the conference finals.
It's the back. Have you seen the tweets about the backups where they put the backups and they're like, "This is a starting lineup on 29
Oh, the
out of
star
30."
lineup?
What? Oh no,
That is not a
that.
starting lineup on any team. Charlotte Hornets have LaMelo Ball in the starting lineup, so therefore, no team in the NBA has a starting lineup like that, man.
Rashad, you got anything, Rashad?
No, man, I'm pretty much good. Like I said, like I think the Dream have the most interesting story in all of sports right now. But the fact that they're women and it's the WNBA, nobody's really talking about it. So
Yeah.
I just wanted to say that. Like, I just wanted to kind of acknowledge what was going on. Like, Kennedy Carter, the 4th overall pick of last year's draft, was mysteriously suspended for the entire season. And then she tweets yesterday that she wants to go to a team in an organization where she's embraced. And then another player comes up later that night and mocks her tweet about wanting to play with somewhere where she's desired.
That's
And then
crazy.
other
That is
teammates
crazy.
are liking tweets that's bashing Courtney for posting and bragging about fighting and stuff on YouTube. It's like, it's really bad. And it's all going down in the public. And Renee Montgomery's on TV every 3-4 times a week. And she's just acting like it doesn't exist. So, I mean, at some point she has to address it publicly. You know, I mean,
She's on
she tweeted.
ESPN every other day.
Right. They're on
Yeah,
ESPN on
exactly.
Wednesday night. I like to see Renee Montgomery say something about it on Wednesday night. And I know she's tweeted about it, but like, tweets not enough when you're on TV all the time. Address it. It's your team. You know, you're the sports person of the team. Excuse me. You shout out and promote the Dream any other chance you get on Hawks Live, on ESPN, or whatever the case might be. Let's talk about some of the things that the fans want to know. Fans want to know where the number 4 pick and last year's leading scorer on the team is. I don't think that's a wild request for them to find out, or for you to at least be like, "Hey, we're working on it." At least acknowledge the girl. So, yeah, that's all I have pretty much for signing off.
KD, should the Falcons trade Matt Ryan?
Oh wow. I didn't expect this. Hey, if listen, man, if Falcons Twitter sees this, you know. But anyway,
Oh,
I still
boy.
can't believe we passed on Justin Fields, man. You know, I saw people after the first game, Justin Fields played. They were like, "Oh, where are all the people that wanted Justin Fields?" And you know, this week Justin Fields got his first NFL win.
Talk
And
about it.
I didn't see any comments on the timeline. I'm like, where are all the people that were tweeting about Justin Fields, man?
Dropping
I mean,
dimes.
he got his win. He was dropping dimes out there, throwing lasers. But anyway, if we could find a team to, I guess, take on Matt's contract or however that would work out, I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing him traded. I've been on the side of wanting the team to rebuild anyway. So I wouldn't mind seeing them traded, honestly. So I'll say yeah to that, definitely.
I think he still has something left in the tank, and you know, because of that, like you said this morning, Malik, and like I've seen other people say, you know, the statistics speak for himself. You know, for Matt to be like the only quarterback in NFL history to put up the numbers he puts up and still loses on the basis that he loses, just because the construction of the team is a rebuilding team with the quarterback at the end of his prime. Why would you waste those years? Also, at the same time, I remember a long time they were praying for them kids. They finally got the kids. They look like they're happy on Sarah's account every time they're playing in the backyard. And, you know, every time an Atlanta team does something special, he tweets congratulations to them. So I think he's kind of planted his roots here on a personal level. And on a personal level, he probably loves, you know, just being in Atlanta and stuff like that. So I don't think he'll want to move his family, especially the boys getting a little older, get into that age where, you know, you don't want to just move them all around the United States. I think on a personal level, he doesn't want to move, but for his professional career, it's probably best for him to be in a different situation to at least give him a chance to win before the end of everything. Because like we saw, I mean, we saw Tom Brady come back to New England, this weekend. If Tom Brady leaves New England, no one's off limits as far as like a lifelong fill-in-the-blank team. So, yeah, that's all I had to say on that.
That's all I got. That's all I wanted to hear.
All right, so KD, everybody be asked on the show, give your Mount Rushmore of Atlanta Hawks.
Mount Rushmore of Atlanta Hawks. Okay. First off, I have to say Neek. I have to put Neek there. Second, I'm gonna go with my boy Joe Johnson. I gotta go with ISO Joe. ISO Joe, man. Let's see. For that next phase of Hawks basketball, I guess I will put Al Horford there. And last but not least, gotta go my boy Ice Trae. I don't know who I'm forgetting because that was like off the top of my head, so I don't know who I'm forgetting, but I think that's a pretty solid Mount Rushmore.
Malik, you good?
Yeah, I'm good. I just don't I don't know if you forgot Jeff Teague, bro.
Not this year. Not this, man. Oh.
Man, I feel like I just completed a group project, man.
Jeff Teague. I love Jeff Teague, by the way. I think Jeff Teague
NBA champion Jeff Teague.
Yeah, champion Jeff Teague. Look, congrats to him, man. I think he still even follows me on Twitter. I love Jeff Teague. He was the starting point guard on a 60-win Eastern Conference Finals team. Gotta love it. But
All-star,
I'll leave
champion,
him off.
starting point guard on a 60-win, number one seed. That's a heck of a resume.
Yeah, champion.
Who's gonna get their first ring? Kent Bazemore or Paul Millsap?
Kent Bazemore or Paul Millsap? I would like to see Paul Millsap get his first ring.
I would be mad to watch Kent Bazemore win a championship. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't want to see.
And he's a nice guy. He's a nice guy, but it's just like bro, like this man got to hold the trophy, bro. Like, come on, dog. Like,
I like Kent Bazemore, but I gotta go with my boy Paul. I gotta go with Millsap.
The anchor.
I don't know, man. If Kyrie don't get that shot, they done. That's why you say. For me, the Hawks. Anything below 3 is underwhelming season in the East. So I think they can get the 2 seed because of Kyrie.
Yeah, Kyrie is a wild card, man. I'm not sure how that situation is going to work out. I don't even think Kyrie knows right now. So
Wiggins got it. Wiggins tried to use religious what?
Yeah, he tried to use the religious exemption, but they told him it's 17. He said, how many mil? Okay, all right. When can I get the CVS across the street? Okay, all right. Hey, yo, I just want to let you know I got the first jab, man. I'm ready to get to work.
Happy to be back.
Oh man.
But
Kyrie got that Nike money and that Uncle Drew money, so he might not need that 17 mil.
Straight, bro. He's straight. He can live off the Nike. Contract, man.
They said Ben Simmons is ready to give up that 33 mil that he'll make this season.
Wow,
Ben.
That's how you know how bad it is up there, man. That's insane. That is insane. It's really bad up there, man. For you to lose out on that type of money, bro.
Man.
Would you rather?
Oh.
Would you
rather
get 30 mil or never see these dudes again? Again.
I want to see him.
You know how
wanna
much you gotta
see him.
hate someone to not want to see them for $30 million?
That's insane. That's
Like
insane.
he's posting pictures. I think it was like a picture on Instagram. He had like, I think he was like in the barber chair. He was doing something and it had all the teams on there and then he had the Sixers X'd out. I'm like, man, this is serious, man.
No.
Like,
That's
this
on his
is serious.
Instagram?
Yeah,
It was on his Instagram story. Yeah.
Yeah, it was on his IG story. I'm like, wow,
But
man.
I don't know though. The X's might have been like someone photoshopped it in. Like I don't know if that part was real, but he was in an NBA barber chair with all the team logos on it on Instagram story, and I think someone edited it to where they put the X's and then they put it on Twitter. It was like they did that with Draymond Green with the shirt of him talking about the vaccine.
Oh, with the vaccine?
Yeah, I thought that shirt was real, but I guess it was Photoshop.
I did too. It looked real.
Yeah,
I did too.
real, yeah.
I definitely thought that was real. Yeah.
It looked real. I mean, but we found out after Draymond said what he said, so these dudes right here, man, they just. But yeah, man. I got the Kimbe. Oh, Dragic is on the Raptors.
Yeah, for now.
Did he get traded for Lowry or something? No.
He signed a trade.
Oh,
Okay.
Him and Prince.
That makes sense.
Achua, yeah. Because he was on the summer league team. Achua was, and I was thinking in the back of my mind, I was like, when did that happen? I didn't know he was okay. It all makes sense now. Okay. Anyways, I got the Kimbe, Neek, Joe, and Trae.
All right, I got Joe, Jeff, Al. look at and Neek.
It's just such a good feel good story for Jeff Teague, coming out of Wake Forest.
It does.
He won ACC school, number first round pick, number 19th overall. It was just like the true value could jump out the gym, went viral with a couple of his dunks in college. To see him work his way up in the NBA, the highest level of basketball in the world, to become a starting point guard, to stay the starting point guard, make the all-star team. Who would have thought? In a thriving, great system under healthy management, healthy coach like Mike Budenholzer. So it's just amazing to kind of look back on Jeff Teague's career and just see where no one saw it coming, man. Mario West who?
Mario West.
Mario West is an underdog. Let me go on that. Mario West is an underdog. That's an underdog.
Yeah, man, we got to get the definition of underdog right.
But that's all I got, man. That's all I got. I'm pretty pooped. I don't know. You guys are too. So we'll all go around, man. Sign out. We appreciate you all for tuning in. Everybody give your socials.
Go ahead, Katie.
All right. On Twitter, you can find me at _K to the D on Twitter.
All right. You guys can find me on Twitter and Instagram at _Malik ATL.
RashadMilligan.com. You can follow me on Twitter at Kennedy. Let her out of bondage.
Free Kennedy.
Let her out of bondage.
Free Kennedy.
This is a road to 2K subs on the Atlanta Sports Unlimited page, by the way. Make sure you support. We appreciate all the support. Take care of yourselves. Until next time. That's it. Anybody else?
Subscribe. We out, y'all.
And if they come out clean.